Here's the massively exciting Bannerlord mod.
Hey guys, Captain Shaq here. I've been in a bit of a fantasy mood recently, having watched the extended cuts of the original Lord of the Rings with Tabby and gotten back into Divinity for Tabby Tuesdays over on Twitch and started prepping our grand campaign in D&D for my players that we're going to be starting up, of course.
Well, that looks sick. I want to play D&D one day.
YouTube. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. I've started looking at what's available for my favorite sandbox titles to get my fix. Bannerlord being front and center, and it didn't disappoint. Kingdom of Arda, a total conversion for Bannerlord into the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Inspired by the works of Tolkien and the Peter Jackson films, as you could probably guess by just the artwork here, it's very much in the vein of the movies. It's going to include a converted multiplayer mode, which is great, but what has me most excited is the story mode the devs are talking about, playing as well-known characters. He's mentioned it's going to be more like the old, if you've ever played these on PlayStation, the Two Towers games, co-op, action-y games. You play through a mission, have set objectives, and can switch characters as you play from mission to mission, each character playing differently. Interesting choice. The game's most well known for the large numbers of characters they can have on screen and the iconic sandbox campaign mode that basically lets you do whatever you want in the world, raising an army your way, which is also going to be available when the mod comes out. But a story mode with set objectives that are straight ripped from the books and the movies? Oh, I'm so down for this. So let's talk a little about scale. Scale for the mod, that is. Now remember...
Like, it's so annoying being a Lord of the Rings fan, right? Someone said, screw it. No one's making good Lord of the Rings games. I'll just make one my bloody self. In Bannerlord. What a hero.
Remember, this is a mod, and in all the years that I've been running this channel, spotlighting all kinds of mods, mod authors like to aim high, especially when they're planning out their mod. Kingdom of Arda is no different. They're talking 35 playable factions. I mean, just look at this map. Now, playable races...
Damn! The Shire. I'm not gonna lie, I'd go evil. Screw it. I'm Mordor all the way, baby.
Include everything that you're probably already thinking of: elves, dwarves, Dunedain, orcs, hobbits, goblins, uruks. Now, this isn't as crazy as it sounds on the outset. Kingdoms of Arda isn't the first Lord of the Rings fan project. Back in 2000 and... hang on a second. When did we cover it? 2014.
This is the one we just watched.
7 years ago. Ugh, I'm getting old. We had a mod, Last Days of the Third Age, which was actually quite good. We spotlighted it. I'll even put a link to that really old spotlight. And please be aware, that was a really long time ago. And then we had Blood in the West, which is one that I actually didn't play for Warband. So this isn't the first Lord of the Rings total conversion to come out, and those are some pretty epic, massive mods. It's great to see Bannerlord is getting its own Middle-earth mod.
I'm definitely going to play one of those,
much smoother gameplay, new mechanics, and pretty damn fine graphics engine upgrade from past titles in the Mountain Blade series. It's looking pretty good. Just look at the Gondorian forces. Oh, by the way, links to the mod team's YouTube and ModDB pages below if you want to see what they're cooking up direct from the source.
That looks so good.
So what is all being added? Well, they're talking about a full world space getting fleshed out. We've already seen locations being hinted at, like Minas Tirith's been shown, at least it's been teased. Full sets of armors have been shown. Many of the more iconic full sets, like the Riders of Rohan, the Tower Guard of Minas Tirith.
Good luck making
heroes have been shown, like
Minas Tirith.
With his entourage of royal guards. The devs have already fleshed out the base unit trees as well, so you can see what units will turn into as you gain them experience. Personally, can't wait to be a ranger from the north. The giant elephants are already listed as a tier 10 unit for the Haradrim. War elephants, yes please, I want this so badly. Now, one of the devs have stated that if they can't add monster type creatures that don't work well within the already established combat that Mountain Blade offers, then they're just not going to add them instead of having something that's been implemented poorly, which I think is fairly...
Makes sense.
That's fair. They want to include ways to unlock new heroes as you play through, like the classic games like Two Towers, to add more variety to missions, even having unlockable equipment or at least a visual skins for every character. So you might see, Aragorn in different... his ranger outfit versus being like in the king's clothing, which is nice. A little bit of variety in the way that we can play Bannerlord would be great. Something Bannerlord does suffer from, especially from the campaign mode, is just this repeated gameplay where you're doing the same thing over and over again.
Is Bannerlord number 1 or number 2?
Having some more tightly built objectives and missions with all the characters that we love from the books and the film. Some of these demo screenshots that you're seeing are very reminiscent of some of the older action games. Some of the mission's objectives that have been discussed so far are capture and hold points, so holding a strong point at, say, the gate entrance, or on top of the wall fighting off orcs, killing a specific opponent, say a cave troll if they get the monsters animated and working well within the combat system. Actually, mentioned by the devs, getting from point A to B is an example. The Mines of Moria is one of those. Or taking down a piece of enemy gear or equipment like, siege gear. Now, because these are missions, they hope, but aren't 100% that they could make this co-op, fighting alongside a friend through the Mines of Moria, or along the walls of
That's
Helm's
insane.
Deep would be amazing, especially with the scale that Mountain Blade offers. And I really hope they can pull it off. There's another link that I'm putting in the description below.
I
There's
hope
the
so, too.
composer for this mod who's put a few of his samples up on his YouTube channel that are not from the movies, but very inspired by, and they're freaking great. I can't wait to hear this. They have figured out how to make the music that he is producing for this mod actually trigger in the way that you'd want it. So beginnings of battles and when the player is crossing into certain realms like Gondor or Rohan,
That looks so good.
Music will swell. And
Everything
play,
sounds
just,
brilliant.
It fits the space, and I love that it's custom music too. It'll probably keep him out of trouble. Anyways, this is a mod I am super excited for. I'm going to keep a close eye on as I slowly get back
When's it
into
out?
Bannerlord now that we've gotten a bunch of patches out. If you're interested in this one, I highly recommend you check out their ModDB page. I'll keep an eye on it too, and I'll let you guys know when updates come out or when we start hearing about any kinds of release schedule for it, as it is just in the works at the moment. But they've got the tools now, and it seems like they got the talent, so hopefully this comes out and we get to jump in and play it. There's another Lord of the Rings mod / a remake of a classic strategy game that I'm keeping a close eye on. I'll do a video on that soon too. There's a lot of good Lord of the Rings stuff coming out. If you've got any mods for fantasy style mods,
Battle for Middle-earth? What game is that? Battle for Middle-earth 2.
some that you really want to recommend, let me know in the comments below.
Frozen,
I
hey
would
there,
love
my
to
friend.
Check them out as I'm diving back in.
Oh my
If you
god, this
enjoyed
mod
video,
looks so
hit
good,
the
chat.
thumbs up button, subscribe for more sci-fi gaming and modding goodness.
This
And
mod
as
looks so
always,
good.
thanks for watching.
The battle for Helm's Deep is over.
What's this?
The battle for Middle-earth is about to begin. Now this is...
Oh my god, that looks so good.
Hey guys,
I think... Oh, it is Mount and Blade Bannerlord. It is Mount and Blade 2. Okay. So, I will probably, very soon, sometime after Ramadan, play Mount and Blade 1, and we'll check out the Lord of the Rings mod. 100%. 100% will do that. Bannerlord is a good game, but it feels like it was meant for this. I'm glad she's starting to feel better. That's great to hear, Frozen. How's the little one? Just editing game files can be intimidating if you don't know what you're doing. Ah, I didn't know you had to edit game files. I thought you had to just, like, click the mod on or something. Thanks for the coverage on our project. Oh, look, it's the mod himself. I'd like to make some comments. First, you're entirely right. Grand scale of the plans, which is why our initial scope is reduced to only 6 factions: Gondor, Rohan, Isengard, Mordor, Harad, and Dunland. We plan on polishing this first release to provide an idea of how we plan the entirety of Middle-earth. The rest will come over time. Story mode will not be included in the first release. Makes sense. We've committed to the co-op aspect, meaning it will be using BL's multiplayer. The problem here is that Tail Worlds do not want to share their server files yet, and these files are essential for multiplayer model. It's a travesty that there is still no official Lord of the Rings... Total War Lord of the Rings game? I don't know what Total War is. Still teething, but doing well. Oh, bless. An army of hobbits ravaging and trampling the orcs and forces of darkness. Hell yeah. Oh, mate. Oh, I just want to play a Lord of the Rings game, chat. If anyone knows in the YouTube comments or anyone on Twitch, if there are old school Lord of the Rings games that I should play, let me know, because I want to play a Lord of the Rings game. Hey, Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Really appreciate your time. Be sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. And comment down below what games you want me to play or what videos you want me to react to. Thanks for being here. And don't forget, I stream daily on twitch.tv/OmarioRpg. Come say hello. Take care.